Hello and welcome to Blade Warband. This is episode 1 of the first series of a character that I will be using a bow with most of the time. I will also have a one-handed weapon and a shield, but I will also have a two-handed weapon for special occasions such as siege defenses or whatever I decide to use it for. Welcome adventurer to Blade Warband. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. Remember that in traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility. This does not, however, mean that you should not choose to play a female character, or one who is not of noble birth. Male nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can attain all of the same goals, and in fact, may have a much more interesting, if more challenging, early game. We will be a male, and we will not be choosing these options according to what skills they give us. We will be trying to create a storyline, a thief that rose up to be a king who then understood how hard life was, and so he tried to rule fair and honorably. Or maybe we'll just be a thief. We don't know yet. Gonna have to see how the story plays out. My father was a thief. As the son of a thief, you had very little formal education. Instead, you were out on the street, begging until you learned how to cut purses, cutting purses until you learned how to pick locks, all the way through your childhood. Still, these long years made you streetwise and sharp to the secrets of the city and shadowy backways. You started to learn about the world as soon as you could talk and walk. I said those backwards. It works, whatever. You spent your early life as a street urchin. We just were raised by our father in that type of lifestyle, and we just moved on to that same type of lifestyle. As a boy growing out of childhood, you took to the streets, doing whatever you must to survive, begging, thieving, and working for gangs to earn your bread. You lived from day to day in this violent world, always one step ahead of the law and those who wished you ill. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. We became a squire. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had to become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. When you were named squire to a noble at court, you practiced long hours with weapons, learning how to deal out hard knocks and how to take them too. You were instructed in your obligations to your lord, and of your duties to those who might one day be your vassals. But in addition to learning the chivalric ideal, you also learned about the less uplifting side. Old warrior stories of ruthless power politics, of betrayals and usurpations, of men who used guile as well as valor to achieve their aims. But soon everything changed, and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision? So, we were a thief. We were a stepchild. We saw the hardship of a commoner life. We became a squire. We were then able to understand the life of politics, and then we also were able to fight in battles. So I think our character is pretty well rounded here. It makes sense that he knows a lot about the world. We decided to strike out because of wanderlust. We haven't done much with our life. We want to go and experience something new. Only you know what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. You're not even sure when your home became a prison, when the familiar became mundane, but your dreams of wandering have taken over your life, whether you yearn for some faraway place or merely for the open road and the freedom to travel. You can no longer look back. You can no longer bear to stay in the same place. You simply went and never looked back. Yeah, I might say some weird things every now and then, but I'm also switching my eyes to a monitor, making sure this is all getting captured. Had a problem with that before. Become an adventurer and write to your destiny. Our name will be Alex. It'll just be Alex, first name. We are good in battle, and we are intelligent. And then later in the game, we shall become charismatic. Now, we did start out with two thieving traits actually. We started out with our father as a thief and us being a stepchild, so our agility actually kind of shot up from there. We have a lot of damn agility. Power job, because we are going to be a bowman. We will get one prisoner management, and I want to get some horse archery too, but I don't think I will get a bow for quite a while, unless I spawn in with one. Yeah, if I spawn into the Swanian territory, I think I'll spawn in with one. We'll just get one to persuasion, and horse archery will come later. Upgrade our archery skill so we can actually be accurate with our bow. We are very young, with 5 to the beard, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's because I was pressing the wrong one. Okay. Well, we'll get to our hairstyle eventually. We are rugged and with long hair. I think I will pick not this one. I'll pick the even longer hairstyle. Not that one. Not so clean looking. That one. You hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms, battling each other for supremacy, a haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, or glory. And this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally you hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia and its kingdoms, you, through wanderlust, decide to you decide to take a ship to Sargoth, the kingdom of the Nords. You took passage with a trading longship carrying gear falcons from what the hell are gear falcons? From the furthest reaches of the north to be bartered for linen and wool. It sailed early in the season, but the master reckoned that the risk of drifting ice and later winter storms could be justified by arriving ahead of the sea raiders, who by April would be sailing forth from their island lairs to ravage Calradia's coasts. It was some relief when your ship came in sight of the delta of the Vil and Bullock rivers, and a short while later, I have earbuds in. I fixed my audio issue finally. I'm just listening to earbuds with another mic hanging around my neck, so that will record my voice. Anyways, rode past tidal flats and coastal marshes to the city of Sargoth, home to the sea raiders' distant kinsmen and the Nordic lands, who a few generations ago had carved themselves a kingdom in this rich but troubled land. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn in Sargoth and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear the sound which stands the hairs on the back of your neck on end. Son of a bitch, I murdered that sentence. The rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. And we did start out with one throwing skill, so we were able to spawn in with a couple of some throwing knives. We'll see how much we can damage this guy in the leg. Yeah, you know what? We might be able to just kill him from here. Am I sure? I might. Nah. Yeah, there we go. That was easy. I didn't even get to the melee part. Why can't I have his stuff? Why can't I be like, this is mine now? Are you alright? I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we could say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me out with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while checking the street, and then finally, convinced you have not been followed, comes near you to speak. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us that is because of all the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not so sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking, a lad from a prominent house, out alone after dark at times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here and didn't know how bad things have become. He had no such excuse, but he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start to think that you can't protect your investments either. And I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with the blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party. Track down these bandits to their lair. Teach them a lesson they won't soon forget. Dude, they won't be able to remember anything after I'm done with them, because they'll be dead. So, I can't really do that forgetting part. Sorry about that, brother. Track down these bandits and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? Dude, I swear after all these quests, this guy pays you more silver than the actual ransom was. Like, Jesus. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try and take on the whole gang single-handedly, are you kidding me? Whatever. I go recruit 5 men. He tells us to recruit 5 men. Yeah, right. I could do all this by myself. Whatever. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Sargoth after you've gotten your group together, and then we'll speak about what to do next. Alright. Time to go. I don't know if I showed you my options yet. Well, music is down. If you want that on, just tell me. Battle size 100. Wish it was at 500. That was a mod on the computer version. You could have it set to like infinite action. Could you? I had mine set to 500. It was insane. Control block direction is by right stick movement. It is not automatic, so it does make the difficulty a lot harder. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen, difficulty rating, it goes up a lot, and that's because it's a lot harder. You gotta be focused as hell in the middle of a battle. Attack direction, that is of course default. Lance control default. Damage to player and damage to friends is normal, the highest it will go. Combat AI will be average until we decide to set it to good later. I just want to get a little bit more familiar with the combat system with the controller, because I'm used to the mouse. Combat speed will be on faster to help me get better in the battles, and these are the rest of the settings. And anyways, let's get right to it. We got to recruit 5 men. I'll go to Quinn. We already have 5 looters. 12 looters. I don't know why I said 5. I need to recruit 5 men. Maybe that was why. I will take out that bandit party, that looter party sometime, actually, if I find them again. Anyways, we now have 10 looters following me, which I could take on if I had better armor. See, my horse gives me a very big advantage against looters. Now in the computer version, I would be able to do that 1v10 10 looters and dominate, but their stones hurt, dude. Like, they can knock me out because I don't have any good armor. Okay, it seems we have approached Firentis in the tavern. I am lost. Why so gloomy, friend? I have committed the greatest of sins, sir, and it is my shame that I must appoint you my confessor, if you should like to hear it. I was a captain of horse in the service of the Lord here in Sargoth, and my brother served with me, but we were both in love with the same woman, a courtesan, a temptress, who was played upon our jealousies. My brother and I quarreled, and I had drunk too much. He slapped me with his glove, and I spit him upon my sword. My own brother, my own sword arm was stained with the blood of my kin. Do you believe there is hope for a man like me? Can I find the path of righteousness, or am I doomed to follow the demons that dwell inside of me? You could join us, right wrongs, fight oppressors, redeem yourself, that kind of thing, and make a ton of money. Yes, you must have been sent by divine providence. Lead me away from darkness. I am well practiced in the arts of war. I can see that. Oh, fuck. But I beg you, sir, I wish to use my skills to defend the innocent, the pure, and the defenseless, not to be a common brigand and wreak more misery than I have already wrought. Happy to be of service. Get your things together, and we shall be on our way. I did recruit Fiorentis because he joins you for free, and wow, free? Like, duh, I can't. Free, like free is in the name. Kinda have to take it. Of course, that strategy will probably kill me later in life. I'll probably see like a billboard that says free, and I'll be like, yeah, me, and then it'll be like free herpes, and it'll be fuck. Like literally, fuck. like literally. Okay, anyways. I think after we get men at Fenida, well, never mind. I was hoping we could take on that looter party. I'm not getting very lucky with these villages, but we just gotta keep going to more villages. Holy shit. Okay, it looks like we're going to be going all the way around here. Make sure I don't run into any bandits. I'll speed it up just a little bit. Every now and then. We have a party of 5 looters, which I will actually be taking on. And we'll just have our guys charge for now. Fiorentis, damn, you look pretty similar to those guys. But later in the game, he's gonna be fully decked out, like fucking warhorse, fucking the best equipment in the damn game. He's gonna be sitting over here with all that shit. Okay, looters up. We might be able to take them out before our guys even get here. Oh, you stop moving. That was the best move you've ever made. Right to the face! Oh, bro. That might have been to the face too, I don't know. Okay, so these guys cannot block because they have butcher knives, and that is a weapon you cannot block with. Come on, Fiorentis, get him! Get him! Or maybe my recruits will. Yes, my Nord recruit will get him. Fiorentis, you need to level up, bro. You need to be in the melee constantly. Without dying. Like, please. We won't be using the falcon because this rusty sword is actually a bit faster. It's got better reach, and that's what I'm here for. I'm on a horse, so I need a long weapon, a weapon with a lot of reach, so I'm able to not get as close on my horse, because if I get close, they can just hit me, and damn, I don't want that. Anyways, your tabard sucks, so we're gonna give you this 24 nomad armor. He has a better sword than me. I'll let him keep it. I want him to level up. I want him to have every advantage in a battle because I do want him to level up. Okay, and you know what? No, we won't do that. Not yet. Not yet. We might give him some ranged weapons later in the game, but no, not yet. Anyways, let's continue recruiting a smaller army, a small group of people. 2 Nord recruits, and now we have all the men that we need. But with the money that we have, I will just actually be recruiting some extras here. I will go all the way around through Quinn down to Sargoth. I will be ending the video right after I defeat the first group of bandits that you are told to defeat by the 10 looters. Ah, okay. You know what? Yeah. See, he's already running from me, and there's only 6 of us, so looters, they're there to just get you started on like a little boost for the early game. We may be able to kill 3 or 4 looters before our men even get there, and then once they get there, well, looters are fucked. I think these looters are following me. Every time I change course with my horse, yeah, some of them they're all on me. Okay. Damn, I won't be able to kill like any. But I can distract the enemy long enough. Yeah, I'm not even going for that guy. He's about to get fucking decimated, dude. Yeah, I'll just leave these guys around so as to help my own troops. I can't get close enough to these guys. They're all throwing damn stones. Like, no, I'm serious. These stones hurt. I'm gonna have to help this guy out. Oh, nice block. That would have hit him in the face. Okay, I'm gonna try and help this guy out. I don't want any of my guys to die. Fuck, he died. I ran over a guy. Cool. And you're dead. 64 damage with this sword. Nice. We did lose the recruit that we were trying to save, but I mean, we killed 10 of the enemy, so We did it. We did it. Yeah. What? Nothing. I'm kidding. Alright, we won't be using a club to knock out prisoners for more money because at this point I don't really need money. I get enough of it from these battles as it is. We will be making all of our Nords into infantry, and we will probably recruit some Vega recruits. Oh, 15 Sea Raiders. Yeah, if those were looters, I might have. Another group of Sea Raiders, which we won't be able to take on for quite a while. Nah, maybe next episode, actually. Oh, yeah, we've already tried to recruit from here, and that did not work. No one wanted to join me. Ah! 9 looters, please. Yes. Okay. Surrender or die, as you wish. Yeah, now that we have Nord footmen, no way we can lose this, for one. I'm just gonna charge across this river here. I'm not gonna try and use it, because we're gonna win anyways, without losing anybody. Definitely without losing anybody. If I can be productive, which I can be very productive. Which I can be very productive. Which I can be very, very fucking productive. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm definitely getting better with the controller. God damn, everybody. Oh, he's gone. Yep, there we go. Did you guys even get to kill anyone? I'm sorry about that. I kind of went on a little berserking spree there. Jesus. Alright, okay, I'm definitely getting more confident with the controller, as you can see. Anyways, 87.63. We will be getting rid of stones, which we can only sell for 1 apiece, like that shit. And then we will take the stuff that we can sell for a lot more money, which is everything else. Let's go to Ferentis, because we may have equipment to give him. I actually, no, he's already got everything. Unless these boots, yeah, they're good boots. Never mind. Return. Marketplace. Sell all of the loot that we just obtained. Even that crossbow. Yep, that is a tool that I could use as an advantage this early in the game, but I don't think I need that advantage right now. Not with how well I'm doing so far. Look, you need... Yeah, it's because we lost that one man, isn't it? Alright, we'll just go to Feneda, and I'm trying not to make these videos too long, plus I'm trying to become better at editing, so I can't really have too long of videos, or I'm not going to be able to edit them. Anyways, I will be ending this episode here. I'll have another episode though. Hopefully by today, actually. I may have enough time for that. Today's my free day pretty much. All the records, all the uploadings, and no editings, because I don't know how to do that shit. But yeah, this video, that's gonna change. I'm gonna figure out how to do that shit.